It's really focused on the internal communication of the team. How are we going to operate together? Here's what we're doing. We're going to be open and we're going to be honest. And that's how we're going to move forward in every conversation that we have, because that's where you're getting a ton of clarity. And I see it happening with clients all the time where they're like, okay, I can actually walk into this conversation. Maybe it's with my boss, and my boss knows what it means to be open and honest. So I know if I start it out and I say, hey, I want you to be open to what I'm about to say, my honesty, how much better of a conversation? What are you going to uncover in that? Because that's the norm of communication. Whereas otherwise, we're just kind of floating out there and we're not fully trusting that somebody else is really going to hear what we're saying, or they're going to take it in a certain way and color it with their own understandings and things like that, rather than coming back to curiosity, coming back to being open and honest. And this is what we're going to do day in and day out. And it's just amazing to see how much faster a team moves. It takes a little bit to set that foundation of, okay, be open and honest. But then when you got that in place, it's like the floodgates open.
I own a EOS franchise as well.
Okay.
So I've been helping leadership teams run on EOS for it's almost 8 years now. And about 5.5 years ago or so, I saw these healthy rules on a wall. And one of the healthy rules was be open and honest. 5.5 years ago, it slammed me in the face. And I'm like, my gosh, that is what my team is missing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we can give them all the framework. We can give them all the business acumen to be dangerous in their organization, get things done. But if they cannot be open and honest, all of it's a waste of time. None of the
Mm-hmm.
tools work. The conversation is a waste. And so what I discovered about 5.5 years ago was that if I can't get my teams to be that, this is not going to work. And so I push heavy on that. And of course, out of this has been born this whole no honesty side of things, and this push to get people to be more open and honest with one another. And the teams that I just, when I reflect on the companies that I've worked with, the teams that have really agreed to that, they're ready to be honest, and you're working with type A's all over the place. But when they crack the code on openness and they really realize that they have to listen to their team members without reservation and calm themselves and quit trying to drive everything home and begin to trust their whole team, whew, do they move fast. I mean, now
Mm-hmm.
they're humming. And so the teams that are more open and honest are navigating issues easier. They're bringing things up with confidence at the table, where just everything just goes faster and without it feeling fast, which I
Yeah.
think is a pretty good feeling.